Have you ever wondered why some people change effortlessly while you're grinding through willpower every day? Sarah tried for 3 years to wake up early. 3 years. Then something clicked in 2 weeks. It wasn't what you think. Here's what I'm going to show you today. A system so simple, it feels almost unfair. By the end, you'll understand why your past attempts failed. More importantly, you'll have a blueprint that works with your brain instead of against it. And stick with me, because at the midpoint, I'll give you a one-rule system that prevents backsliding. It's so simple you'll wonder why nobody told you this before. Think of your life as a machine. Right now, default settings. What I'm about to show you is how to reprogram it for the results you actually want. Chapter 1. The trigger architecture back to Sarah. She stopped focusing on the alarm and started studying her nights. Every time she felt stressed about meetings, Netflix until midnight. That was her trigger. Your brain operates on simple input-output. Trigger leads to action. Action leads to outcome. Most people never identify their triggers, so they fight symptoms instead of causes. Does that sound familiar? James, a developer, couldn't stop checking his phone. He tracked his triggers for 3 days. The pattern? Every difficult coding problem, phone within 90 seconds. Uncertainty equals discomfort. Phone equals escape. Here's what he did. Uncertainty became his cue to work for exactly 2 minutes before any break. Just 2 minutes. 2 weeks later, rewired. For you, right now. Next 72 hours. Track one behavior. Write down what happened 60 seconds before. Look for patterns. Once you spot the trigger, don't eliminate it. Reprogram the response. Quick implementation. Track one behavior for 3 days. Identify the 60-second trigger pattern. Design a new 2-minute response. Practice it 10 times. Triggers control inputs. But what about outputs? That's where compounding comes in. Chapter 2. The compound effect. Marcus, a teacher, wanted to write a book. Did the math on 1% daily improvement. 1 year later, 37 times better, not percent, times. Look at this growth curve. Year axis, performance axis. That flat part at the beginning, that's where most people quit. Rachel, startup founder, improved her product 1% daily, 90 days of tiny changes. Conversion rate tripled. Here's the truth about compound growth. The first half feels like failure. The second half feels like magic. It's neither. It's mathematics. Marcus wrote 200 words daily for 6 weeks. Felt like nothing. Month 2, still nothing. Month 3, words flowed. Month 4, 50,000 words. Month 6, published. Stop measuring outcomes. Start measuring systems. Did you show up? Did you run your process? That's your scoreboard. The compound framework. Choose one measurable area, commit to 1% daily. Track consistency, not outcomes. Trust the 60 to 90 day setup phase. Celebrate when exponential hits. So triggers create actions, consistency compounds, but there's a hidden variable that determines everything. Energy. Chapter 3. Energy management. David, a lawyer, had perfect systems. Wake at 5, gym, planning. By 2 p.m., scrolling, avoiding, eating junk. He blamed discipline. Wrong. Energy architecture. Your brain uses 20% of your energy, despite being 2% of your weight. When energy drops, prefrontal cortex offline, lizard brain online. And lizard brain doesn't care about your goals. David mapped his energy. Look at this chart. 6 to 10 a.m. Peak clarity, 10 to 1 p.m. Moderate energy, 1 to 4 p.m. Decision fatigue zone, after 4 p.m. Recovery needed, he redesigned around this. Deep work before 10. Meetings 10 to 1. Admin during fatigue. No important decisions after 3. 3 weeks? Productivity doubled. Not harder work. Smarter architecture. Jennifer, single mom and nurse, studied during peak hours before night shifts, not after. Batched all kid decisions on Sunday, protected sleep like medicine. Because neurologically, it is. Sleep debt makes you perform like you're intoxicated. You can't habit stack exhaustion away. Energy architecture blueprint. Track energy hourly for 5 days. Identify 3 peak windows. Assign important work to peaks, batch low-stakes tasks during dips. Protect sleep as non-negotiable, smart triggers. Compound momentum. Optimized energy. Now here's the protection system I promised. The one rule that changes everything. The never miss twice rule. This is your momentum protection protocol. Ready? Never miss twice. That's it. Miss one workout? Fine. Life happens. Miss 2? Now you're creating a new pattern. 1 miss is an exception. 2 misses is the beginning of a new habit. Think about it. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to protect patterns. This rule has saved more transformations than any motivation speech ever could. Sarah uses this for early mornings, James for focus sessions, Marcus for writing. It works because it's realistic. You're human. You'll miss sometimes. The rule isn't don't miss. The rule is don't miss twice. Write this down. Put it somewhere visible. Never miss twice. Now let's talk about what's pulling you off track without you even noticing. Chapter 4. Social gravity. You are the average of the 5 environments you spend the most time in, not just people, spaces, media, conversations, all of it. Alex wanted to get healthy. Gym, equipment, trainer, nothing stuck. Joined a hiking group. 2 months, 20 pounds gone, never saw the gym again. Social gravity. Lisa, aspiring entrepreneur, realized all her friends talked retirement plans, added new environments, co-working space, startup meetups. 6 months, business launched. Your brain has mirror neurons. They copy observed behaviors unconsciously. Look at this audit grid. Column headers, environment, hours per week, effect on goals rows. 5 main environments with arrows showing pull direction, which pull you toward goals, which pull away. There's no neutral. Every input votes on who you become. Social architecture checklist. List 5 most frequent environments. Rate each as accelerating, neutral, or sabotaging. Add 1 aligned environment this week. Reduce 1 sabotaging environment by 1 hour. Find 1 person living your desired outcome. Triggers. Compounding. Energy. Environment. Never miss twice. What happens when it all breaks down? Chapter 5. The failure protocol. Tom missed his morning routine 3 days straight. Old Tom would quit. New Tom had 3 questions. What was in my control? Late TV watching. What wasn't? Sick kid one night. What differently? Hard TV cutoff. Simplified sick day routine. Failure isn't evidence to quit. It's data. Monica pitched 10 clients, 10 rejections. Analyzed each. 3 didn't understand. 4 timing issues. 3 budget concerns. Rewrote pitch. Built follow-up system. Created lower entry option. Next 10 pitches. 4 signed. Successful people don't fail less. They fail more. They just extract value from it. Your brain generates stories about why you can't succeed. Thank your brain. Then return to your system. Failure protocol framework. After setbacks, ask what was in my control. Ask what wasn't in my control. Ask what will I do differently. Implement adjustment within 24 hours. Track failure patterns to spot system flaws. Remember that never miss twice rule? Here's why it matters now, more than ever. The machine is ready. Your life is a machine on default settings. Now you know how to reprogram it. Trigger architecture controls inputs. Compound systems create exponential growth. Energy management enables sustainable performance. Social gravity provides environmental momentum. Failure protocol turns breakdowns into breakthroughs. And never miss twice protects it all. Sarah wakes early Through redesigned triggers, James codes without distractions. Marcus published. David doubled productivity. Jennifer finished her degree. Alex got healthy. Lisa launched. Tom built his routine. Monica built her practice. Not special. Just working with the machine instead of against it. Your 48-hour challenge. What happens next? Pick one chapter. Just one. Implement it in 48 hours. Not next week. Not when ready. 48 hours. Pull out your phone right now. Set a timer. Title it Machine Check. When that timer goes off, you should have evidence. Track trigger. Energy map. New environment. Applied failure protocol. Strategic thinking without strategic doing is worthless. Here's the real question. Will you be someone who watches and nods, or someone who builds and transforms? The never miss twice rule applies here too. You implement once, good start. You skip the second chance, pattern broken. The architecture is here, the blueprint is drawn, now build your machine. Hit that like button if this resonated. Share with someone stuck in their transformation. They need this system. Subscribe because next week, the decision elimination strategy. Fewer choices, better results. Set that 48-hour timer. Your machine is waiting. I'll see you in the next one.